Alrighty then, question 3 is a worded question, but for sure a complex familiar question or even simple familiar. A vessel containing water is being emptied and the volume V of t cubic meters remaining in the vessel after t minutes. So this is one big word to look at, remaining. After t minutes is given by this equation. This is a graphics calculator question. And it says if V of 0 is 100 and V of 5 is 84, then find the value of k. So immediately we would start this question by saying, okay, in part A, we know that A is 100 because that's when t is 0, that's our initial value. And so then we'd write to find k, and we'd write out our equation, and we'd say, okay, V of 5, we know that's 84. That will be equal to 100, I'm using this equation right here, e to the negative k, that's what I'm looking for, times whatever t is, well that's the 5. Okay, and pretty easy equation to solve here. Divide by 100, so I get that. Then ln both sides to get rid of the e, so ln 0.84 equals negative 5k, and then divide by the negative 5. So I'm going to do that last little bit on my calculator. Let's clear off what we got there. And so I'm going to do ln 0.84 divided by negative 5. I think that's what I got there, have there. And when I do that, I get 0.3847. All right, the really important thing is to use that number in all your next calculations. So I'm just going to write down a little bit of that number, 0, 3, 4, dot, dot, dot. And that little ellipsis, those 3 dots, tell the marker that you are going to be using off your calculator. Okay, and you might even write GC right there so they know that you're using the graphics calculator. All right, now in part B it says how much water will be in the vessel after 20 minutes? Pretty easy question. And so I say, okay, I want V of 20 this time. I want to know what that is. And so I've got 100 e to the negative, and that's where I'm going to put my 0.034 dot, dot, dot. And t this time is 20 minutes because that's what they want me to find. This is purely a calculator question. And when I type it in, I go 100 times by, and I get my e to the x there. And I put negative, and then I go up and I grab that k. Just do that. And it's right there, and then I go times by 20. And it gives it to me, and it says 49.787. So I go, this equals 49.78 dot, dot, dot. So I say, therefore, about 50 cubic meters remain. Give them a good answer. Or you can say 49.8 if you want to, or whatever. But something close, and they can see you're working on the calculator. All right, and then part C says, after how much time will there be 30 cubic meters of water in the container? So now is when my volume is going to be 30. I still know my 100. I know my e to the, I know my k. That's my constant of proportionality, so it stays the same. But I don't know what t is. So this is the harder one of the problems. Pretty easy to solve right now to go 0.30 when I divide by 100. And I get my e to the negative 0.034 dot, dot, dot. T, now I'm going to use ln, so I have ln of 0.3 equals negative 0.034 dot, dot, dot t. And so t, am I off the screen? No, I'm good. Is this division here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab this thing and I'm going to say, okay, I've got ln of 0.3, and I'm going to divide that by, I reckon I can go up and grab it again, that k. Where was it? It was here, that k. Divided by that. And it gives me that. It's negative, but I forgot to put negative k when I divided. So that's fine. I'll just make it positive, and I'll say t equals 34.5. 34.5. So I say, in about 34.5 minutes, there will be 30 cubic meters remaining. And that's that for that problem.